guys, welcome to Freedom Homestead. I'm Tangi, and today I am going to show you how I put up my spinach.
What makes your garden grow? Water and sunshine. What makes your spirit grow? Knowing that she'll be mine.
This is a requested video. It won't take that long. It's not that difficult. It's just a matter of knowing a few steps. So let me show you what I've got going on. Okay, so in this sink I have a bunch of cold water, and this is actually my second rinse. This is my baby spinach. This is, I grow the giant noble variety. And what I did was, after the first rinse, I just came through, and then any of the stems that kind of felt tough and woody, I just pulled it right off. Let's see if I can find one. I'll show you how I do it. I just hold the leaves. You can see what I'm doing. Okay. I just hold the leaves, and then I hold the stem, and I just pull it like that. Okay. And that will just leave you with tender greens. And I like to give this a couple of swishes in the sink. I put cold water in the sink. I swish the spinach around. I take the spinach out, and then I drain the water that's in there, and then I fill it up with cold water again. And I might do that 2, 3, sometimes even 4 times, just until the water is clear. You want to make sure there's no grass or dirt, and if it's been after Jack has mowed and some of the clippings got in the spinach, or if we've had a hard rain, sometimes a lot of dirt and debris will splash up on the spinach. Okay, so my spinach is nice and clean. If I wanted to use this for salad, I would just put this in my spinner and then put it in a Ziploc bag and stick it in the fridge. But we want to preserve this in the freezer because we want to use it in dishes later on in the year. So let me show you what we do next. Okay, I've got this pot of water coming to a boil. I've got my spinach on standby, but I want to show you something else. This is more spinach that I actually harvested a little over a week ago. I am not even joking. And as you can see, it is just as beautiful and crisp as it was the day I harvested it. And here I have another bag. So sometimes if I am having a really busy day and I can't get to the spinach right away, then what I do is I don't wash it. I just throw it in some grocery sacks and I put them in the crisper. And like I said, I mean, look at this. It's crispy. I might have a few that I'll have to dispose of, but not usually. So I'm going to go ahead and process these as well. Yeah, see, I've got a few, but not a big deal. So I'm going to go ahead and get this bag in here too. I also have 2 bags of Swiss chard over there as well. So this will hopefully give me a pretty decent amount of spinach to put in my freezer. So now that my water is boiling, I went ahead and prepared a bowl. I don't know if you can see it. This is just a bowl of ice water, and I also have a metal slotted spoon. So this part is super easy. I just take my spinach and I drop it in the boiling water. We won't do all of it at once. We'll just do a couple of good-sized handfuls. So all right, and then we're just going to let this boil for 30 seconds. And the reason you do this is because in a lot of vegetables and greens and things, there's an enzyme that if I were just to take these leaves and put them in the freezer, it's going to break down the cell walls of the leaves, and it could cause discoloration and maybe kind of a funky texture. So by just cooking this for a few seconds, and then we're going to drop it in this ice bath over here to stop the cooking process. You see how my spinach is a beautiful green? That's this process helps to maintain that color after you freeze it. I'm gonna do the next handful. And you can see it really, what takes the longest is getting your spinach washed and sorted and making sure that there's no little bugs or you know, pieces of grass or dirt or whatever. This part is super quick. Okay, so now comes the fun part of the process. We are going to strain our spinach into this, and it's kind of sad how much this cooks down. See what we're doing here. So this is all the spinach that I had, including what was already in the fridge. So we buy frozen spinach about once a month, I think. And we also have fresh spinach. Look, it cooked down to nothing. What I do from here is I like to squeeze out as much liquid from my spinach as I can. That will prevent freezer burn. And I kind of squeeze mine into a disc shape. Just makes it easier to put in the freezer. Can you believe all that spinach cooked down to that? Cracks me up. So what I do from here is I'm actually going to get a piece of parchment paper and I'm gonna set my little disc on it and stick it in the freezer. And then once this is frozen through, then I will put it in a food saver bag and vacuum seal it. And I got one very much like that one. Let me show you what it looks like. Yeah, I stick it in the freezer in the disc shape, and then you can see here I label the bottom, vacuum seal it, throw it in the freezer. And I had weighed this, and this was 12 ounces, so I'm guessing this is probably closer to a pound maybe. But anyway, so that's it. All right, friends, it has been a very long day, so I am going to end this video. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, I'll do my very best to answer. Just leave them in the comments section. And until next time, remember to be vigilant, be prayerful, and be prepared. Bye, guys.